Yeah, you know what it is.
White and purple, white and purple, white and purple, white and purple.
Yeah, you know what it is.
White and purple, white and purple, white and purple, white and purple.
Yeah, you know what it is. Collegeville High School, a champions. Yeah, screaming that's us. And when we on top, boy, quit fussing. All around my town, everything is white and purple, white and purple, white and purple, white and purple. We shut it down for the school and the sports team. White and purple, white and purple, white and purple, white and purple. Purple and white, but you know what I mean. Double 11 senior year made history. Football, we took it to the playoffs. Collegeville, white and purple, yeah, we are the K-House. I said the K-House, the school of champions. We laugh a lot, we rap a lot. I'm asked I be an Indian again. I'm telling them that Collegeville is where it's at. So when we on the field of court, they better be aware of that. They scared of that. Of course, look at the ceiling. What up, Mr. Floyd? Yeah, it's Collegeville. And yes, I'm glad to say that I'm a K-Hawk. I'm about to graduate. Yeah, you know what it is. Collegeville High School, a champions. Yeah, screaming that's us. And when we on top, boy, quit fussing. All around my town, everything is white and purple, white and purple, white and purple, white and purple. We shut it down for the school and the sports team. White and purple, white and purple, white and purple, white and purple.
White and purple, yeah, I know you see it. You see the chaos and you tell yourself you wanna be it. I go to CHS, so I am a champ. I ran this game so long I'm starting to get a stomach cramp. Class of 1 2, but we're number 1. Shout out to all my juniors, yeah, you know we get it done. White and purple, you already know. It's little easy peasy and that boy lay low.
Yeah, you know what it is. Collegeville High School, a champions. Yeah, screaming that's us. And when we on top, boy, quit fussing. All around my town, everything is white and purple, white and purple, white and purple, white and purple. We shut it down for the school and the sports team. White and purple, white and purple, white and purple, white and purple.
I'm about my white and purple. Scarface and DJ Screw. We on the peak of the mountain. Best at what we do. Yeah, we the champs, homie, but we ain't selling shoes. These boys bleeding purple. Call us the chiefin' crew. They don't gotta do it big, cause I don't play with sports. I play my cards right. Now a good report. When Dub 12 comes, it's time to roll off. I'm the back cause everybody rolling with me. K-Hawks.
Yeah, you know what it is.
Look, all the freshmen, all the fresh sophomores,
High school, champions.
yeah, they know what it is.
All around my town, everything is
White and purple, white and purple, white and purple, white and purple.
we shut it down for the school and the sports team.
White and purple, white and purple, white and purple, white and purple.
Yeah, you know what it is. Collegeville High School, a champions. Yeah, screaming that's us. And when we on top, boy, quit fussing. All around my town, everything is white and purple, white and purple, white and purple, white and purple. We shut it down for the school and the sports team. White and purple, white and purple, white and purple, white and purple.
Well, isn't that special? Hello, everyone, and welcome to my orange screen. You are now connected to the Huddle Focus camera. All right, we're going to shut that off, and we're going to bring up the basketball camera, and then we're going to shut that off and bring back the volleyball camera, and I don't know what's going on. Well, we'll try to figure this out. There we go. Ta-da! And welcome, everyone, to Virgil Fletcher Gymnasium. That has got to be the worst lead-in to any broadcast in the history of broadcasting here on the Kahok Sports Network. I'm Todd Duke. Glad you're with us here on a fantastic, beautiful day outside, as it has been over the last few days here in the Midwestern United States. We're about ready for what we consider playoff volleyball. There are no playoffs this year, so this will be the best that we can do. It is the Southwestern Conference Tournament, and it is the first round of the Southwestern Conference Tournament. I'm Todd Duke. Lauren Whitty will be on the other microphone in just a second as we welcome you in to the Cullip Jennings Florist pregame show here on the Kahok Sports Network, brought to you by Cullip Jennings Florist, a staple in the Collinsville area. Has been for generations. Cullip Jennings Florist is located at 517 West Clay Street. You can stop in for weekly specials or give them a call to find out what those are. 344-0404 or online at cullipjennings.com. Well, in this shortened season, we have playoffs in the middle of the season. Collinsville stands at 5-5 right now, but after this tournament, they're still not finished. I'm going to be back here Saturday for a match against Cahokia, so just a little bit of another twist in this pandemic year. So the Kahawks come in at 5-5 under their third-year head coach, Abby Hanger, who now has a record of 44-33. Belleville East, they come in at 2-5 on the year, and they are coached by Stephanie Gaubitz in her sixth year, and she brings with her a record of 84-99. These teams met back on the 24th of March right here at Collinsville High School. Collinsville won a straight two-set victory, 25-21 and 25-23. That was the last of their three-game winning streak. They lost, I believe, the next night to Belleville West, and that three-game winning streak fell by the wayside quickly. The JV team took the floor a little bit earlier. That's right, we have JV playoff action this year too. JV lost in straight sets, 25-23 in the first set. That was after Collinsville had a 20-13 lead in that set, and I guess after losing that set, took all the juice out of them because they dropped the second set 25-17. So we hope for different results here as the varsity gets ready to take the court. We'll talk things over with Lauren Whitty when we come back from our first time out here on the Cullip Jennings Florist pregame show on the Kahok Sports Network.
Cullip Jennings Florist, a Collinsville original since 1939. Cullip Jennings Florist has a wide variety of green and blooming plants, specializing in all designs, from traditional to trend settings. Cullip Jennings Florist is of course your place for beautiful flowers, suitable for any occasion, from anniversaries to birthdays, graduations to weddings. Cullip Jennings Florist is there for any life's major moments. Cullip Jennings Florist, 517 West Clay Street in Collinsville. Call 344-0404 or online at cullipjennings.com.
Code 3 Barbecue Supply, home of Code 3 Spices, is first responder owned by proud Kahok alums. Located at 302 East Main Street, Code 3 Barbecue Supply is your home for one-of-a-kind everything barbecue headquarters, providing the best American-made barbecue grills, smokers, rubs, sauces, accessories, and cooking expertise from professional barbecue experts. Code 3 Spices provides award-winning rubs and sauces and donates 25 cents a unit sold to first responder and military organizations to aid the fallen and assist with suicide prevention and PTSD awareness. Stop on by. See the guys at Code 3 Barbecue Supply for all of your cooking and grilling needs. Code 3 Barbecue Supply, home of the Memphis in May first place world champion Patriot sauce. Learn more about their products and mission in giving back to those who serve at code3spices.com. The Junior Service Club of Collinsville has been a proud supporter of KahokSports.com and the Kahok Sports Network from day one. Since 1934, the Junior Service Club of Collinsville has been providing women in the community an opportunity to make a difference with fundraisers and projects, all that go towards helping the needy in Collinsville. If you would like any information on any event sponsored by the Collinsville Junior Service Club, head to Facebook, type in Collinsville Junior Service Club, and then click on the Event tab. We thank the Collinsville Junior Service Club for their continued support of the Kahok Sports Network and KahokSports.com.
Cullip Jennings Florist, a Collinsville original since 1939. Cullip Jennings Florist has a wide variety of green and blooming plants, specializing in all designs, from traditional to trend settings. Cullip Jennings Florist is of course your place for beautiful flowers, suitable for any occasion, from anniversaries to birthdays, graduations to weddings. Cullip Jennings Florist is there for any life's major moments. Cullip Jennings Florist, 517 West Clay Street in Collinsville. Call 344-0404 or online at cullipjennings.com.
Back here in the Cullip Jennings Florist pregame show, Todd Duca and Lauren Whitty along with you. Lauren is a 2014 graduate here of Collinsville High School, played varsity volleyball for the 2012 and 2013 Lady Kahawks, and she has already been here for a few games, including the last time we were here to play Belleville East. What do you remember from that game?
I remember we swept Belleville East, and it was a really good game.
Okay. All right, so you've seen this team at their best, which that was one of their better nights.
Yeah.
You've seen this team not play so well, say against Alton Marquette or, thereabouts, something like that. But so what do you think needs to happen for this team to continue and win tonight to go to Edwardsville to face the Tigers tomorrow?
I think they need to really focus on getting their serves over and inbounds, keeping them aggressive, obviously, but you want to keep them accurate and inbounds. I think the only other thing is I feel like they get tooled on blocks a lot on all three positions, so maybe just kind of work on pushing over the net a little more. But other than that, I think they can definitely win this game in two.
Well, the winner of this game, as I mentioned, will move on to semifinals versus Edwardsville. Edwardsville got the number 1 seed in this tournament, and they have a bye, so they are the only team that is not playing tonight. So that'll be tomorrow. Other games that are taking place tonight, number 6 Alton is at number 3 O'Fallon, and number 7 East St. Louis is at number 2 Belleville West. As I mentioned, the winners will meet tomorrow with the higher seed hosting. So we already know Edwardsville is the number 1 seed no matter what happens tonight. They will be hosting. There is a consolation bracket in this Southwestern Conference tournament. Believe it or not, the loser of this game here will go to the consolation bracket, and they'll have an automatic bye as they await the losers of whoever loses between the Alton O'Fallon game and the East St. Louis Belleville West game. So they're going to have to wait actually a day, whoever loses tonight, before they will play again. So that's kind of weird. Anyway, I think it's kind of weird.
A little.
A little bit.
But you get to play more games, so I wouldn't complain.
You do get to play more games. All right, so Belleville East. Well, let's talk about Collinsville. No, there's no playoffs on the line here, so there's no regional championships to be had. But just for conversation's sake, Collinsville, their last regional championship came in 2007 when they went 37-3. That was the last year under Kim Loeb. Also won the sectional that year. Belleville East, their last regional championship, you got to go back 3 years prior to that, 2004. And Belleville East under Joe Nesbitt, who, by the way, is the JV coach now. They went 17-20 that year, so they had a losing record, but they ended up winning the regional championship, because that happens sometimes. Even when you have a losing record, you can squeak out that regional championship. So it's been a while for both teams, and obviously, again, they're going to have to wait for another year as there are no playoffs this year. So that's a look at some of the numbers that we have for you. We'll pass them along more as we get going here, but right now we take our final break here on this Cullip Jennings Florist pregame show. When we come back, we'll pass along the starting lineups to you, and we'll do that after a brief timeout on the Kahok Sports Network.
Cullip Jennings Florist, a Collinsville original since 1939. Cullip Jennings Florist has a wide variety of green and blooming plants, specializing in all designs, from traditional to trend settings. Cullip Jennings Florist is of course your place for beautiful flowers, suitable for any occasion. From anniversaries to birthdays, graduations to weddings, Cullip Jennings Florist is there for any life's major moments. Cullip Jennings Florist, 517 West Clay Street in Collinsville. Call 344-0404 or online at cullipjennings.com.
Lakeside Roofing in Collinsville. Let the professionals at Lakeside Roofing protect your most important investment, your home or business. Have the elements taken a toll on your roof system? Notice a leaking roof? Maybe it's time for a free roof inspection. Regular maintenance can extend the life of your roofing system by 10 years or more. Lakeside Roofing is your winning team for commercial and residential roofing systems. Lakeside All-Star professionals have installed, repaired, and maintained hundreds of roofs on both sides of the river. Call Lakeside Roofing today at 618-344-2800 in Collinsville or 314-241-5253 or online at lakesideroofing.com. Choose experience, choose Lakeside.
Everyone has those projects around the house that you just don't want to do. AW Outdoor Solutions can take care of that for you. Former Collinsville High School graduate Adam Welly owns AW Outdoor Solutions, and he and his crew can handle all of the dirty work around your home or business, whether that's tree trimming and maintenance, brush removal, power washing, gutter cleaning, and leaf raking and removal. AW Outdoor Solutions can handle that and much more. AW Outdoor Solutions is fully insured and offers free estimates on all of their work. AW Outdoor Solutions. Call Adam Welly at 314-252-8010 or on Facebook at AW Outdoor Solutions. All Pro Tees in Caseyville is your place for custom apparel and has been for over 20 years now. Why? All Pro Tees can handle any size project, big or small, and they specialize in large group orders. At All Pro Tees, quality is number one on their list of priorities, as is evident by their excellent customer service. Did we mention All Pro Tees has over 20 years of experience? They can even help with fundraisers and event merchandising for your group. So for all of your apparel needs, for civic groups, sports teams, business outings, or even a family reunion, your apparel needs stop at All Pro Tees. All Pro Tees in Caseyville, right across the street from Kahok Stadium. Online at allprotees.com or on Facebook at All Pro Tees, or call All Pro Tees at 344-2200.
Call Up Jennings Florist, a Collinsville original since 1939. Call Up Jennings Florist has a wide variety of green and blooming plants, specializing in all designs, from traditional to trend settings. Call Up Jennings Florist is of course your place for beautiful flowers, suitable for any occasion. From anniversaries to birthdays, graduations to weddings, Call Up Jennings Florist is there for any life's major moments. Call Up Jennings Florist, 517 West Clay Street in Collinsville. Call 344-0404 or online at callupjennings.com.
And once again, we welcome you back to Virgil Fletcher Gymnasium here at Collinsville High School, getting you set for this Southwestern Conference Tournament tip-off game, round number one between Collinsville and Belleville East. Here are your starters. We'll begin with the Lady Lancers, wearing number 98, and a libero is Kylie Shanuel. Outside hitters, that is Gabriella Durzo and Cami Augustine. Your middle blockers are Hannah Muth and Tyler Butler. Your setter is Lauren Pagata, and I believe that covers it. Hattie Johnson will lead Collinsville out on the floor. She is a sophomore. Also on their floor with her will be Mackenzie Johnson, a junior. She and the other Johnson are both setters. The libero is Ava Pierce. She is a junior. Your outside hitters are Sydney Summer and Katie Dawson. Summer is a junior. Dawson is a senior. And your middle blockers are Riri Hill-Russell and Kennedy Fisher. Hill-Russell a junior, and Kennedy Fisher is a senior. Riri Hill-Russell right now leading the team in the service area. Only one error in her serves that she is taken care of, 95.24%. Katie Dawson leads the team in kills with 22, averaging 3.6 per game. Nastasia Bush and Riri Hill-Russell are leading the team in blocks, averaging about a half a block per game each. And Sydney Summer leads in the service received area. She's received 48 serves and has only committed one error while doing so. Cami Augustine leads in a couple of categories for Belleville East in the service category. She has served the ball 33 times with 4 errors for 87%. She also leads her team in kills with 41. She averages 4.5 kills per game, does Augustine. Tyler Butler leads the team in blocks with 13, averages about 1.4 per game. And in the serve received department, Kylie Shanuel leads with 58 serves received and only 2 errors for a percentage of 96.5. She also leads the team in digs. Most of your girls that lead in the service received area also lead in digs because they have to dig a lot of balls out on the serve. 47 digs for Kylie Shanuel and only 5 errors. The leader in digs for Collinsville is Sydney Summer with 14. Just about ready to get going here, and Lancers will serve the ball up first for Collinsville to take care of it. It's pushed up front and back over for Summer. Sydney Summer's ball got taken care of quite nicely by Belleville East, and then a kill shot just a little bit too strong off of the hand of Gabriella Durzo, and We called her name a lot the last 2 times these teams met, and that was one of the things that she does. She'll kill that ball, and she'll find a spot, and she'll make you look foolish doing it, but she'll also hit a lot out of bounds. Back to serve it up for Collinsville is Addie Johnson. Addie, as Lauren Whitty has mentioned a couple of times, really good at setting the ball up. Serve all the way in the back, pops straight up in the air. It stays in the back, and the Lancers will have to push it forward, and they don't. They push it over to their coach, Stephanie Goblitz, who got a little action in over there, didn't she?
Yes.
I'm sure that these coaches that used to be players really miss playing sometimes, too.
Oh, absolutely.
You miss playing?
I miss playing so much. I enjoy playing just for fun, but I miss competitive college ball so much.
2-0 Collinsville is up, and another serve that goes sideways.
Good serve.
So Addie Johnson rattling off 2 straight points after the Lancers led off with the serve. Johnson ready for another. In the middle, picked up this time, not sideways, and over here on the side for another too strong of a hit by Durzo. Durzo is a little pumped out there, and she's hitting that ball just a little too hard. 4-0 in favor of Collinsville. As I mentioned, winner will go on to play Edwardsville tomorrow night. Into the backcourt it goes, picked up by Shanuel, the libero, and then blocked out of bounds by Stasia Bush. And the first point for Belleville East. We'll make it a 4-1 contest here in this first set. Gabriella Durzo, the junior, will go back to serve it up, and she has a good serve, too. She knuckles that thing just like that. Just like that, and Katie Dawson couldn't handle it. It knuckled right at her feet.
She has a wicked serve.
She does. Durzo. Ready again. She did not play on the JV team this time. I think that she made the move permanently over to varsity after that display she showed us here anyway. Collinsville's 4-0 lead is evaporated down to a 1-point lead, 4-3. Durzo ready to serve up another one. Words of encouragement coming from Coach Abby Hanger. Set up, far side, Sydney Summer with a touch. Now the libero Shanuel, and over it goes. Collinsville setting it up again. Addie Johnson for Stasia Bush. Almost found its way in there. Now back over here, and a kill shot coming from Cammie Augustine. Don't forget about her while you're paying attention to Durzo, because Cammie leads in a couple of very important categories. 4-4 all of a sudden. Durzo's next serve. Knuckles in the middle, and it's picked up by Katie Dawson. Moved over now for Sydney Summer, and Summer has to get it across. She does so. Durzo picks it up. Now back over here to this side. Once again, Augustine sends it over. And a nice pickup by Pierce for Collinsville. Punched across.
Smart.
And a little empty spot found by Sydney Summer over on that far side sideline. Lauren Mullen will check into the game now for Durzo. Collinsville back up by 1 point, 5-4, and back to serve Sydney Summer. Summer sends it across. Low shot, picked up, moved over to the side, and again, a nice job by Augustine, but this one's picked up by Collinsville, and Dawson into the back line. That's in.
Nice, nice.
And Collinsville gets back another one, and they lead by 2, do the Kahawks.
I don't think there's a ball that Addie Johnson can't get to. She's so quick.
She is.
It's a very good setter.
One of those small frame girls that can probably get to point A to point B a lot faster than I can.
Oh,
One of those
yeah.
where you can turn the light switch off and be in bed before it's dark.
Probably.
Summer gets it across, picked up in the backcourt, and that was a nice dig over there by Belleville East. I thought that was our point there. Here is Addie Johnson setting it up
Good
for
swing.
another kill shot by Dawson, and Collinsville, after up by 4, just to see the Lancers come back and tie it, have rattled off 3 straight, and Collinsville up 7-4. Sydney Summer delivers another serve, and it's
In. Good
a
ace.
little olé by Lauren Mullen, and it found its way to the back line, but not over the back line. So Collinsville's original 4-point lead restored. Sydney Summer delivers again. Straight into the backhand. Pop straight backhand. That's going to fall in. Maybe. No.
Oh, good
What a
hustle.
nice job over there by Cammie Augustine to save that one.
Nice.
And it didn't matter anyway as Dawson found the empty spot on the near side sideline. And Collinsville now up front 9-4.
That was great scrappiness.
What a save by Augustine over there.
Oh, yeah, that was wicked. That was good.
So Sydney Summer continues to serve it up until the Lancers make her not serve it up. And that one is out. A little too strong by Summer. Tyler Butler checks back into the game. And back to serve is Hannah Muth. Her shot finds the near side sideline. Picked up by Summer, moved across by Johnson for Dawson. And Dawson's shot good. Found that back line again. Everybody on the Belleville East bench is raising their hands thinking that was out of bounds. Lady over here is like telling a fish story. It was out of bounds by 3 feet.
I think it was a good call.
I liked it. No complaints here. Ava Pierce ready to serve it up now for Collinsville. Ava, the libero, that's why she's decked out in purple. Sends it to the sideline. That one
Nice.
is, on the line.
That was right on the line.
Sure was. Almost hit the
Oh.
ref in the foot. And a
Up ref
timeout.
overcalled it.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Or overruled, not overcalled.
Wow. That's got to be pretty disappointing for the referee to have that ball land right at his feet.
Mm-hmm.
And then for somebody across the court to overturn the call.
I know.
That has just got to be like, he's got to be steaming. I would be.
Yeah, it's frustrating.
Yeah. That's a knuckleball. What a
Nice
save by
save.
Pierce. Over to Dawson. Touch
spot.
over. Almost found the hole. And then back over to this side and into the net. Peyton West couldn't quite get the ball over the net. Collinsville gets that point right back. 11-6. Kahawks have the lead. Kahawks won in straight sets last time these two teams met. 25-21, 25-23, so it wasn't easy. Two very close sets. Mackenzie Johnson back to serve it up now for Collinsville. She does so, and a tough time picking that one up. And then a big kill shot by Augustine. She was up there right next to the guy on the ladder.
Mm-hmm.
When she jumped up in the air, their heads were like right next to each other's. 11-7, Collinsville with a 4-point lead. Augustine goes back to serve. She does so. Picked up by Summer in the middle of the court. Saved by Addie Johnson and just shoved across by Dawson. It was all she could do. Now back over here to this side. And
Nice
what a nice
block.
block up front by Riri Hill-Russell. And Collinsville gets the point right back once again. Katie Dawson comes back to serve. Dawson delivers a high pop fly for Shanuel. Pushed over here to the side, punched across by Durzo. And then back here for Collinsville, over for Summer. She punches it across, but out of bounds it goes. 12-8, Collinsville still out front. Soccer action for you tomorrow. It's supposed to be senior night. Granite City comes to town, but so some severe thunderstorms. Oh, wow, that's kicked off the back of the foot of Sydney Summer. It stayed alive, but Collinsville couldn't get to it as it went backwards. Shanuel, the libero, wearing the pink number 98 jersey, sends that one out of bounds. For a moment there, I thought Sydney Summer was going to go for it. She thought about it, too.
She did. She knew, though.
When you're standing that close to the line and the ball starts heading over your left shoulder, it's time to let it go.
It's a little nerve-wracking.
Substitution as Pierce goes off for Kennedy Fisher and Riri Hill-Russell back to serve. She does so. It's a low one, and it's pushed up front and into the backcourt right in front of Riri Hill-Russell, and the Lancers pick up their 10th point. Collinsville leads 13-10.
That was a good block setup by them. She just forced that ball through.
Back to serve, Lauren Padilla. Somebody told me how to pronounce that name last time we were here. I wrote it down on that roster, but I since have thrown that roster away. Push across, and Collinsville hits it too low for anyone up front to take care of. And it's back to a 2-point game. Collinsville leads. Another serve. That had knuckle written all over it, man. Addie Johnson
Good
sets it
swing.
up, and that one is in.
That was a powerful hit.
Referees had to look at each other and shake their heads to figure out if okay, that one's in. Yes, that's in.
Sometimes they're so quick, it's tough to make that decision when they're so close to the line, too.
14-11, 3-point lead for Collinsville. Addie Johnson back to serve it up for the Lady Kahok. She does so.
Serve.
Picked up low by Durzo. Stays up in the air for Augustine. She sends it into the back, and that was probably going to go out of bounds, but that would have been too close to call. Katie Dawson did the right thing by trying to get to the ball. As Emma Stouthammer comes into the game for the first time on the varsity side tonight. As Gabby Durzo goes back to serve. Watch out. Here it comes. That one's out. Yep. She'll do that every once in a while, too. Most of the time, her ball stays really low.
They do. I think I hit her hand wrong, but not complaining.
Why would you want to do that? Sydney Summer. Back for another serve here for Collinsville. Summer delivers. Picked up by Shanuel. That was almost a thud hit. And nice job by Ava Pierce to dig that one up. To Johnson, to Dawson, and another nice job by Shanuel on the backcourt for Belleville East, and that gets blocked out of bounds right off of the hands of Jenna Scheller. Can't complain about that.
She floats a little to that pin. She needs to stay a little tighter. Set that block.
Had to angle the hand the other way.
Yeah, just a little bit.
Serve, and that was almost out of bounds, but Ava Pierce decided to go for it. Again, that would have been close. So
I think a little miscommunication between her and Dawson.
Yeah. So it's a 1-point game all of a sudden. Hannah Muth back to serve it up for Belleville East. Just over the net. Pierce saves it. Johnson sets it up for Scheller, and she gets it across. Oh, what a punch.
That was in. That was a great spot.
That was a nice punch across there by Kennedy Fisher.
Yeah, Fisher's got quite the arm.
2-point lead back for the Kahawks. As Ava Pierce comes back to serve it up here for Collinsville. Ava sends it across and out of bounds. Hate to give those points right back like that. 16-15. Well, we told you that the last games were tight, 25-21 and 25-23 Collinsville, and this one's just as tight. 1-point affair right now.
They need to get on a run right here.
Peyton West comes back into the game. Back to serve is Brianna Osman. Osman wears number 5. Here's her serve. It knuckles, and then Collinsville had a couple of girls run into each other, but luckily it didn't hurt them. Now Augustine tips it across. Johnson pops it up into the air, and a setup for Dawson. Dawson over by the candy cane. She's out of bounds.
She was a little too far over. That was awkward to get back over there. When you're not in the right spot and you're getting set the ball, it can get so awkward. Your feet get all tangled.
16-16. Osman with another serve. This one's picked up by Summer. Moved across by Johnson for Dawson. Blocked, and Collinsville couldn't handle the block back. And it's a 1-point lead now for Belleville East. Osman serves up another. Here it is. Picked up by Dawson. Daddy Johnson will move it over here for Scheller. Scheller off a couple of hands up front. Belleville East keeps it alive. And it's sent back into the back corner. Nice pick up there by Summer. Back for Dawson. She punches it over with a finger. And Shanuel sets it up for Augustine into the back. She knew no one was behind Addie Johnson. And Ava Pierce tried to get over there to cover up that empty spot, but that was not accomplished. 18-16. Now a 2-point lead belongs to Belleville East. Collinsville wants to take a timeout. We'll take a timeout right along with them. We're back in just a moment on the Kahok Sports Network. Are the lights on your dashboard putting on a show? Bring it to Mike's Automotive in Collinsville. Mike's Automotive is also a T3 certified tire center. They can handle all of the basics like oil changes and tune-ups, and the not-so-basics like complete engine rebuilds. Mike's Automotive also has 24-hour towing and has 3 locations: Millstadt, St. Louis, and in Collinsville. The Collinsville location is at 1150 St. Louis Road, just blocks from the high school. Or call 345-0611, online at mikesautomotive.net and Mike's Automotive on Facebook. Welcome back once again to the broadcast balcony here at Virgil Fletcher Gymnasium. I'm Todd Duke. Lauren Whitty is on the other microphone. A little history between these two. How about over the last 21 years? Collinsville has won 10 and lost 14 versus Belleville East. That includes the win back on January the 24th, 0-3 in the playoffs against Belleville East. And hopefully we'll get back to playoffs next year as the Lancers score another point. 19-16 is the score. The 3 playoff losses, 2001 and 2002, lost in the regional championship game. And then in 2015, lost in the regional semifinal game. Another serve on the way from Brianna Osman. Well, first the referee has to take notes. Eggs, milk, butter. Oh, yeah, volleyball. Sydney Summer pops it straight up, and Addie Johnson sets it up for Lexi Bachoki, and Bachoki touched it the wrong direction and went out of bounds. 20-16. The Lancers hit that all-important 20-point plateau. In the back, picked up by Ava Pierce. Addie Johnson setting it up and into the net. And it goes for Collinsville. That was a nice setup.
That was beautiful. Riri also has quite the cannon of an arm.
And springs for legs.
Yes, she's so good.
Collinsville gets a point back. They trail by 3 to the Kahawks. Back to serve it up is Mackenzie Johnson. Johnson, right back into the middle. Moved up front. Here's Augustine. She has to get it across. She does. Bachoki sets it up. Addie Johnson sets it up for Riri Hill-Russell, and it's saved over there by Belleville East. And now they pop it back over, and here is Ava Pierce. And this time Addie Johnson, instead of setting it up, shoves it over, looking like she was going to set it up. That fooled everybody. They froze, and the ball falls in. Collinsville's back to within 2.
Nice and tricky.
I like underhandedness sometimes when it's allowed. Lawfully.
Good serve.
Yeah, it is a good serve. Over here for Augustine. She tries to slam it down, and Riri Hill-Russell says, nope, not today.
That's a big block.
Sure is. Gets Collinsville back to within 1. Makes a game out of it again. Kahawks were trailing by 4. And on the roll here is Mackenzie Johnson on the service. That's going to be out of bounds. Little miss hit. 21-19. Collinsville needs to get it right back. Durzo checks back in. Augustine will go back to serve. Really quite surprised that we have not seen Faith Williams in here yet. Augustine waits for the whistle. There it is, and she smacks it into the net.
They need to use this right here.
Yeah, that's a huge gimme point right there.
It
Down by
is.
2 when you're looking at 21-19. Now 21-20. Riri Hill-Russell will go back to serve after we check once again with...
Oh, good thing they checked.
Yeah. So now it'll be Katie Dawson who will serve it up for the Lady Kahawks. Dawson delivers.
Serve.
Picked up by Augustine and smacked across. A nice pickup there by Ava Pierce. Set up for Addie Johnson to Sydney Summer. It's handled by Belleville East, but a point belongs to Collinsville. We are tied at 21. Somebody held the ball too long? Or
Yeah, it was a
palmed
lift.
it?
Yep. It was a little too much.
So 21-21. Dawson sends another one across. Picked up by Augustine. Moved over to the side for Durzo. Durzo shot in a nice save by Dawson. And then just a shove down up front
That's tough.
by Tyler Butler. And a 1-point lead back to Belleville East. Shanuel will go back to serve. Shoved up front. Addie Johnson sets it up for Hill
Good,
Russell.
nice.
Off some hands up front, and Belleville East managed to keep it alive, but after that they couldn't. 22 all. Riri back to serve. Hill Russell pops one real short.
Good spot.
There is Durzo,
Nice.
gets blocked out up front by Summer and Fisher in Collinsville. Back to a 1-point lead, 23-22. All you need to do is rattle off 2 points here, and we'll have this one in hand. Timeout on the floor. Timeout for us. We will step aside for just a moment on the
Plumbing
Kahok
or
Sports
electrical
Network.
problems? Is your AC or heater on the fritz? There are dozens of companies out there, but do you really know who you're letting in your home? Trust Tiger. Our technicians are clean cut, drug free, and background checked. What other company can make this bold statement? Our 24-hour emergency service will ensure your plumbing, heating, AC, and electric are up and running no matter what time of day it is. Schedule your appointment today. Tiger Plumbing, Heating, Air Conditioning, and Electrical Services. We earn our stripes every day.
Back here at Virgil Fletcher Gymnasium, Todd Duke and Lauren Whitty with you. Close game here, 23-22. Riri Hill Russell ready to serve it up, and she does so into the net.
If that would have gone over, that would have been beautiful. Those short serves are so tricky to get.
So we're knotted at 23. Have to win by 2. Back to serve. And picked up by Dawson. Now
Good
it's
choice.
an empty corner, and Kennedy Fisher found it.
She's so good at hitting those corners. That's important.
(24-23). Collinsville with the 1-point lead. Addie Johnson back to serve up the game winner, we hope. It's a knuckler picked up by Shanuel. Moved over toward the middle for Augustine. Augustine,
Good
that's
up, good up.
a nice dig there by Johnson. Got to get it over here, and Sydney Summer does just that. Another setup on this side. Pushed back again, and a net
Nice.
violation.
Nope, double.
Double hit, they say. And Collinsville will pick up the point thanks to an error by Belleville East. And the Lady Kahawks pick up the first set victory, 25-23. That was the same score that Collinsville lost by in the JV game. So we turned the tables here a little bit. And now a timeout comes your way. We'll have second set action for you in just a moment here on the Kahawk Sports Network.
Looking for a little bite to eat in a nice, friendly establishment before heading out to a game? Look no further than LC's Pub in Caseyville. Just blocks from Collinsville High School, LC's Pub is the pub of choice for Kahawk fans, before, after, or even during Kahawk games. LC's Pub features a wide variety of traditional bar food like burgers and fries, chicken wings and chicken strips, appetizers like pepper jack mac and cheese bites, fried pickles, and green beans. Plus they have salads, fish, shrimp, and more. LC's Pub also features an outdoor patio, a gaming room, weekly poker tournaments, and a pool table, plus enough TVs for all the sports fans. And LC's Pub shows Kahawk games live, as well as Blues and Cardinals games. LC's Pub, 605 North Main Street in Caseyville, right across the intersection from All Pro Tees. Call for carryout orders at 618-855-9007 and on Facebook at LC's Pub. LC's Pub, Kahawk fans' pub of choice. Just because we're adults doesn't mean we don't have toys, am I right? If your adult toys consist of boats, campers, or RVs, then you need to call the GASA storage team of professionals. Winter weather in the Midwest can be quite harsh, and finding a place to properly store those expensive toys for winter can be just as rough as a Midwest winter. That's where the GASA storage team comes in, with outdoor self-storage and covered storage for your toys. They even have tractor-trailer parking. Conveniently located at Horseshoe Lake Road and 111 in Pontoon Beach. GASA Storage, for the safe storage of all of your toys. Contact the GASA Storage Team, gasastorage@gmail.com, or call today, GASA Storage Team, 618-797-6100.
First National Bank of Waterloo, celebrating over 100 years of banking. Visit First National Bank of Waterloo, now with locations in Collinsville and Maryville, for your mortgage and lending needs. Why? Super low closing costs, low construction loan rates, and they do so much to support our local communities. When you need a loan, call Bill Metzger at First National Bank of Waterloo at 345-1121 or visit them with their new locations in Collinsville and Maryville or online at fnbwaterloo.com. First National Bank of Waterloo, member FDIC, equal housing lender. Back here at Virgil Fletcher Gymnasium, Todd Duke, Lauren Whitty with you. Collinsville takes the first set 25-23 and continues a trend of some very close sets between these two schools. As I told you earlier, Collinsville won 25-21 and another 25-23 score the last time that these two schools played each other here at Collinsville. Winner gets the dubious distinction of traveling to Edwardsville and taking on the Edwardsville Lady Tigers. That's always fun.
Oh, it's such a fun time.
All right. Ready to get underway here in the second set. Megan Summer will serve the ball up and picked up by Durzo over on the sideline. Durzo sends it in the back corner. And a nice dig over there by Megan Summer. Sydney Summer shoves it across, but it's out of bounds. So the Summer girls are playing. Megan, the freshman. Sydney, the junior. And Gabby Durzo back to serve it up for the Lancers. Durzo does so, and a nice pick up there on a low serve by Dawson and into the backcourt. A point for the Lancers as it's Summer out of bounds.
Yeah, went around the candy cane.
No. Cannot do that.
No.
Candy
cane. In between the candy canes.
Candy cane's there for a reason. Not just so we can call it a candy cane. Out of bounds on the back line, and Collinsville gets their first point on a unforced error by Durzo, and then Durzo goes to the bench. Addie Johnson, the sophomore, back in there for set number 2. I don't think she was taken out of that first set at all. And her serve just over the net and picked up into the backcourt by Mullen. And now Belleville East can't get it over, and Collinsville will get the next 2 points, and we're tied at 2. Addie Johnson sends it. Picked up by Shanuel. Moved up front, and a nice block up front by Fisher and Summer. And then Augustine slams one to the back. Picked up by Dawson. Shoved over for Summer. Summer gets it across, and a net violation against Belleville East. Collinsville picks up another point. They lead 3-2. Addie Johnson will go back to serve again. Remember last time we were here, Addie Johnson, she had the double pigtails going on in the back, and Collinsville didn't do so well. She changed into a ponytail, and they came back and won that game. So she started off with the pony this time.
Started off serious.
Yeah. Ponies are serious. Pigtails are not. 3-3 after the service error there by Johnson, and back to serve it up for Belleville East is Hannah Muth. She sends it across, picked up by one of the Summers. They're both over there. Here is Sydney into the back, and that one's going to go
nice
right in front of the boys' locker room. So the Kahoks will get the serve back, and it will be Sydney Summer. Jenna Scheller and Kennedy Fisher up front. Served by Summer, goes into the back, picked up by Augustine. Augustine will get it right back on the near sideline and finds the spot in the backcourt right near the back line and past a diving Ava Pierce.
Right between the block.
Yep.
It's tough to close the block as a middle, but it's so important.
So service back to Belleville East, and Brianna Osman will take care of that. Knuckleball picked up by Pierce. No one over there, and the near side sideline was vacated. 5-4, Lancers with the lead. Knuckleball again, picked up by Sydney Summer. Addie Johnson sets it up for Dawson, and Dawson hits it so hard that the block by Osman went out of bounds. 5-5. We'll just trade points. I don't know what to do.
Oh, quite confusion down there.
Dawson, or Summer, was confused. Do I stay or should I go? Should I stay or should I go now? Because Ava Pierce is libero, so she thought she was coming in and out because the libero can come on and out as long as, we're not in the middle of playing. She can come on in and out without having to check in. Kennedy Fisher sends one all the way to the back line and pushed over here to the side for Augustine. Augustine has her shot blocked out of bounds by the tag team of Hill Russell and Jenna Scheller. And Durzo will check back into the game now for the Lancers as Augustine goes back to serve. Augustine sends it across, picked up by Dawson. Addie Johnson will send it back over to Dawson. Dawson almost found that empty spot right in front of the net. And Durzo got to it first. Now another chance for Durzo over here. Sends it across off of a body, and then Ava Pierce picks it up. Addie Johnson sets it up, and Dawson hits it too hard. That was a nice setup by Addie Johnson, almost from one side of the line to the other.
Yeah, she's got quite powerful arms.
Augustine back to serve up another one. Her team leads 7-5, and that one picked up by Summer. Riri Hill Russell sends it across. Shanuel picks it up, and Collinsville back over to Summer, back to Addie, and Jenna Scheller with a nice slam from the front sideline corner. 7-6. Collinsville back to within one. Scheller will go out. And Mackenzie Johnson will come in, and she'll pick up the serve. Jenna Scheller said something funny on the way out because Johnson was cracking up until she got that ball in her hand. Barely picked up. Now they got to get it over, does the Lancers. Shanuel does that. Picked up by Mackenzie Johnson to Addie Johnson to Riri Hill Russell.
Good thing she could reach and she has long arms.
I'm telling you, man. Well, I almost pulled my arm out of socket just watching her. Here is, Dawson slams it, but slams it right into the net. Last one was too hard. This one was too close. Shanuel back to serve. 8-6, Lancers with a 2-point lead. Collinsville won the first set. Trying to sweep Belleville East for the second time in a row. And move on to play Edwardsville tomorrow. Loser will move to the consolation bracket of the Southwestern Conference Tournament. And they will have a day off. Oh!
They got lucky. That would have been a really hard hit.
I'm telling you, Augustine slammed that one, and she had the spot open here on this near side sideline. I knew where she was aiming, but she left it a little too low. Collinsville back to within one. Katie Dawson to serve. Picked up by Augustine. Shoved over here, and a partial block.
Good.
Collinsville kept that alive. I don't know how, but that was awesome to watch.
Super scrappy.
I'm sure Addie Johnson had something to do with it.
I think she might have dove for that second ball.
Yeah.
I don't remember who got that, but that was beautiful.
It was, but unfortunately it turned into a point for the Lady Lancers.
They'll get it back.
9-7. Collinsville trails by 2 as they await the serve. That's high, touched up, and then sent over by Ava Pierce on the second try. Shanuel sets it up for Durzo. Durzo has to punch it across. Dawson setting it up for Addie, and that was a nice setup. And
yeah, she threw it a little bit.
Yeah, she did.
It's okay. It happens.
Yeah, you can't kind of almost accidentally grab onto the ball.
No palming.
10-7, 3-point lead for the Lancers. Next serve finds Dawson. Russell,
swing.
And that's in. Back line. Collinsville gets it back, and the Kahawks trail by 2. Kennedy Fisher comes in. And, see, everybody keeps on forgetting. This time Megan Summer tried to just run right onto the court. Got to go over to the sideline and check in. Summer hits it under the back line. Picked up by Augustine. Moved over here for Durzo. Durzo off a couple of hands up front. And then Summer was unable to get there in time. 11-8, Lancers with the lead. Gabby Durzo back to serve. Ava Pierce. The libero checks back in quickly with Dawson heading to the bench. Durzo.
Good
that was
dive. That was good net control up there.
Yeah, Megan Summer couldn't get. Wasn't back on her feet yet before Augustine touched that one over. 4-point lead now for the Lancers. Durzo serves it up again, picked up by Pierce. Moved up and over onto the side for Summer, and that's out. And the point belongs to Belleville East, and we have a timeout called by Abby Hanger, so we will step aside as well. We're back in just a moment here on the Kahok Sports Network.
Your home is where you feel happy, safe, and secure. So if you see signs of foundation problems like cracks or uneven floors, worrying is natural, and getting it fixed is crucial. Woods Basement Systems understands. We've been solving foundation worries since 1986. Woods experts have the training and equipment to make permanent repairs. So stop worrying, because with Woods, it's fixed forever. Foundation problems don't get better with time, they get better with Woods, the all things basement-y experts. Call or go to woodsbasementsystems.com today.
Back here at Virgil Fletcher Gymnasium, just got word from Chris Kettler over at the football stadium, which today is a soccer pitch. And the JV Kahawks won 6-0 over Alton. All 6 goals came in the second half.
Nice.
13-8 here. Lancers with the lead. Collinsville won the first set. Lancers are trying to force the third set. And a little touch over by Summer. And a kill shot by Augustine. Lands right in front of the other Summer, Megan. Megan will now go to the bench, and Riri Hill-Russell will come in to take her place. No, Russell doesn't come in. The libero, Ava Pierce, does instead. See, we're raw. They're confused. I'm confused.
They're tough to remember.
Durzo continues her service streak here. Knuckleball, and that's what happens when you get a knuckleball down at your ankles. That ball has so much movement on it.
It does. It's crazy. That's a very good serve.
Durzo. Ready for another one. That one's all the way in the back and out. Told you a little earlier about the playoff losses in 2001 and 2002. Those were rough. Just to put it in perspective, this is 2 playoff series we're talking about. In 2001 and 2002, Collinsville scored a total of 20 points in 4 sets. Oh, that's how bad Belleville East beat the Kahawks back in those days. That's tough. Oh!
Nice.
What a freaking dig by Daddy Johnson.
That was wicked.
Man. Oh, and it pays off, too, because another try to kill there by Hannah Muth gets blocked out.
She was in a perfect spot. That was beautiful.
Man, I tell you what.
I would have been smoked in the face.
I hardly ever used the word freaking, but that one deserved it, man. I'm telling you.
Yeah, that was amazing.
Addie Johnson then sends a nice serve over, too. Beautiful pickup by Shanuel over at the other side, and that one's blistered by Augustine out of bounds. Almost hit that back corner judge there. And a little Olay with his red flag. Collinsville creeping back. Trail by 4, 15-11. Addie Johnson back to serve it up again into the far side corner. And moved up front for Augustine, and she simple touch will do as everybody's ready for the kill shot, and then she just touches it into that vacated spot right in the middle of the floor. 16-11. Back to a 5-point lead now for Belleville East. Serve comes across, picked up by Pierce. Johnson sets it up on the far side for Summer, and she found that corner over there, and there was nothing that Lauren Mullen could do about it. And now Shanuel checks back in real quick, the libero for Belleville East. Collinsville back to within 4 once again. Mr. Gurley has to add a little
inch
assistance
across
here.
The floor.
Yeah. Sydney Summer serves it for the Kahawks. Right into the middle and low. Picked up and sent back across.
Nice,
blocked
nice.
out by Kennedy Fisher. $13 for Collinsville, 16 for Belleville East. Sydney Summer ready for another delivery. Here it is. into the back. Popped up. Moved over to the far side. Touched by Butler and picked up by Collinsville. Here is
swing.
Dawson. Shanuel, what a dig over there in the corner for her. Augustine with a kill shot.
Out.
That's too far. Out of bounds. Collinsville again, back to within 2. Sydney Summer. Delivers. That one's out of bounds. Belleville East making some player changes. Brianna Osman comes off the bench and will go back to serve. Osman serve, picked up by Ava Pierce. Pierce over on the sideline. And Dawson sends it across. Yeah, it was. Luckily, Collinsville got that ball over. Here is Augustine with a kill, and that's a point for Collinsville.
That was really close.
It was. Almost blocked out of bounds on the line where I couldn't see that big purple post is in the way.
Yeah, that was very, very close.
So Collinsville back to within 2 once again. Too much air underneath that one. Fisher out, Pierce back in, and back to serve is Cammie Augustine. Lancers are up by 3, looking to send this to a third set, but that'll help Collinsville's effort not to. 2-point lead for the Lancers. Kahawks won the first set, 25-23. Looking to sweep Belleville East into the consolation bracket. But they'll have to do it from come from behind fashion. And it all starts here with Mackenzie Johnson ready to serve it up here for the Lady Kahawks. She does. Picked up by Augustine. Pushed over for Durzo. Durzo punches it into the net. Collinsville back to within 1. Mackenzie Johnson sends another one across. Picked up by Shanuel. Pushed over for Durzo once again. And this time it's out. So one is in the net, second one's out. Collinsville has tied this up. 18-18. And now a timeout called by Belleville East. So we will oblige and step aside as well here on the Kahawk Sports Network.
Looking to buy a new home or sell your current home? Trust the Blaylock Group of eXp Realty with all of your real estate needs. The real estate market is hot right now, and you can trust the years of experience the Blaylock Group brings to the table. The Blaylock Group can help you find your dream home, or they can help you get top dollar for your current home. Give Peyton or Emily Blaylock a call today at the Blaylock Group of eXp Realty, 618-780-4622. That's 618-780-4622. The Blaylock Group of eXp Realty.
Todd Duke and Lauren Whitty back with you from Virgil Fletcher Gymnasium here on the campus of Collinsville High School. Already into the month of April, so we only have about, I think, 30 actual days of school left.
Something like that.
Yeah. The 18th of May is the last day for student attendance, and then all of us educators got to go back on the 19th, and then we get a little time off. But I'll be doing all kinds of sports because I don't think the sports schedule ends until like the middle of June.
Yeah, that sounds about right. I know men's volleyball goes until June.
Well, because of this pandemic-shortened year, everything got pushed back.
Yeah.
So normally you would be going into your playoffs at the end of May. And now you're not going to go into your playoffs until I think the second week of June. Or maybe first week of June. And
They're out of rotation.
Out
That's frustrating.
of rotation. And a point handed to Belleville East. They now lead 20-18. Collinsville trying to stay in this and get a 2-game sweep. Belleville East trying to pick up this second set victory and force a third set. Are we still talking about this?
I think so.
can almost hear them have this conversation, huh?
Yeah.
All right, so
Getting
after
out
all
of
that,
rotation, such a frustrating thing.
after all that, we still don't get the point.
Need to get it
Shanuel back to serve it up for Belleville East. Got to get that back and a few more. Picked up by Summer, and Addie Johnson sets it up for Dawson.
Good
Dawson
swing.
off some hands, and another nice pickup back there by Shanuel. And Augustine gets it across. Collinsville sets it up again.
Good
Addie
choice.
Johnson for Riri Hill Russell. It's across. Now back over on the far side, picked up in the backcourt by Ava Pierce. Johnson moves it over for Dawson. Dawson finds Shanuel again in the backcourt. Back over here for Durzo.
Good
and
up,
another
good
nice save over there by Summer. Dawson gets it back over.
Get that big
Durzo actually
block.
pops that up. Augustine sends it across and almost back up here. 21-18. Lancers extend their lead to 3. And another timeout called by Coach Abby Hanger and the Collinsville Kahawks, so we'll step aside as well. Back in just a moment here on the Kahawk Sports Network.
The Times-Tribune, Madison County's longest-running leading independent newspaper. The Times-Tribune covers Troy, Collinsville, Maryville, and all the villages and communities of Madison County. From area city halls to sports, including the Collinsville Kahawks and Unit 10 District News. The Times-Tribune covers that and more. The Times-Tribune is a weekly hometown newspaper published every Thursday, and a one-year subscription is only $40 for the printed and online editions. For more information, call the Times-Tribune at 618-667-3111, online at timestribunenews.com, or follow them on Facebook at Times-Tribune.
Back at Virgil Fletcher Gymnasium, my name's Todd Duke. The other one on the microphone with no bass in her voice, her name is Lauren Whitty. There is a serve by Shanuel, picked up by Pierce, moved over by Addie Johnson to
Good
Dawson.
swing.
In the back, another nice job by Shanuel back there to pick things up. Shoved across on a little palm ball by Durzo. Now Dawson touches it in the back, picked up by Augustine, moved back over here for Durzo. Durzo shot
up,
low.
good up.
Oh, what a nice job by Ava Pierce. That actually went over the net and stayed in bounds.
Oh,
And Belleville East gets the point anyway.
I
Wow.
don't know what happened there exactly.
That dig by Ava Pierce was something, too.
That was very scrappy.
Shanuel again tests
Good up.
Pierce. Addie Johnson moves it over to the far side for Dawson, and Dawson hits it in the net. So, Kahawks faced with a second set, deficit here of 5 points, and the Lancers need just 2 points to send this to a third set. Shanuel, Lexi Bachoki checked back into the game, and Ava Pierce pops it up and
Good
sit
up,
down.
good
Nice
up.
job by
Oh, shoot.
Sydney Summer to dig that one out, but it goes across the net and out of bounds on the other side. So game point here, or set point, for the Lancers. Shanuel sends it over, and Summer for Addie Johnson. And that
was
one's
a little bit of a
popped
lift.
over a few times, and we have a net violation by Belleville East, which gives Collinsville a point back, so they stave off set point here for a moment, as the Kahawks still trail by 5. Katie Dawson checks back in. She'll go back to serve. She does so. Durzo picks it up. Blocked up front by Addie Johnson. So the small girl can actually block some too, huh?
Oh, yeah.
How about that?
Never underestimate.
Oh, no, you can't underestimate small people. I'm a small person, so
You can say it.
I already know that. Yeah, I'm tiny, comparatively speaking, to most men in this country. Here is Augustine, and that's out. Collinsville gets another point. 24-21. Another serve coming up here from Katie Dawson. Into the back, picked up by Shanuel. And pushed over on this side, the far side. Another nice job. And another net violation by Belleville East. And Collinsville, with a little help from the opposing team, have gotten back to within 2. And once again, Belleville East wants to call a timeout, so we will step aside as well. And we'll be back in just a moment here on the Kahok Sports Network.
Collinsville High School alumni Stacy Lauenstein, CHS class of 91, Lisa Bassetto, Sarah Sulke, and Tracy Limp, CHS class of 94, Tony Geisen, CHS class of 96, and Kevin Robinson, CHS class of 99, want to wish all of our Kahawks a great year. We look forward to cheering you on and supporting you. Work hard on the court and the field, as well as in the classroom. Remember, once a Kahawk, always a Kahawk. Hashtag Kahawk Family.
Just got it last night.
That's exciting.
I know. Back here at Virgil Fletcher Gymnasium, Kahawks were down by 6. And again, they are faced with set point by the Lancers. Here's Durzo. She tips it across. And over to Eddie Johnson for Summer.
Good cover.
Nice on the block back. And a setup.
Oh,
and that one almost went out of bounds, but Belleville East does pick up that point. And 25-22 is the final score of the second set. We'll take a timeout, and when we come back, third set action. We'll head your way in just a moment here on the Kahawk Sports Network.
The reviews are in. Old Herald Brewery and Distillery in Collinsville is a hit in the Metro East. Folks both local and just visiting the area are calling Old Herald Brewery and Distillery a must-stop destination in Collinsville. Old Herald Brewery and Distillery in Collinsville is located at 115 East Clay Street in Collinsville and is home to one of the only restaurants in the state with their own brewery and distillery that produces some of the best brews and spirits in the industry. And the food, all created by an in-house chef using local ingredients that will please any palate. Old Herald Brewery and Distillery in Collinsville has daily specials for both inside diners as well as offering curbside pickup specials and family-size specials. And don't forget to take home a bottle or a growler of beers brewed on site at Old Herald Brewery and Distillery. Old Herald Brewery and Distillery in Collinsville. Check their Facebook page for daily specials, online ordering at oldheraldbrewery.com, or give them a call at 855-8027.
Brady Pest and Termite Management in Caseyville. Brady Pest and Termite Management is your local pest control source. The Midwest offers its fair share of pest problems, and Brady Pest and Termite Management is up to the challenge. Whether it's pesky rodents in the cold winter months or ants, spiders, and other pests in the warm months, Brady Pest and Termite is your solution. And termites? Brady Pest is tops in the Metro East in termite management. Do you have unwanted pests? Then call the best. Brady Pest and Termite Management in Caseyville. Call 343-1790 or on Facebook at Brady Pest and Termite.
Ogle Auctions in Collinsville, your place for online auctioning. Go to ogleauctions.com to check out the week's items up for auction. Ogle Auctions deals in everyday items like board games, t-shirts, clocks, antique items, and more. To collectible items, anyone in the market for, say, a trolley? Or maybe you're into more treasure troves, like vinyl albums, cars, or motorcycles. And Ogle Auctions is always on the lookout for more auctionable items. Ogle Auctions of Collinsville. Auctions every Sunday at 7 p.m. Check them out at www.ogleauctions.com or call Kim or Mike Ogle at 618-218-2117. Pace Design and Construction in Maryville. Whether building a new home, making an addition to the home you currently own, or finally getting around to that remodeling job you've been putting off, Pace Design and Construction in Maryville can help. Pace Design and Construction is a building and remodeling contractor you can trust. They provide the highest quality, they are dedicated to their customers, and are committed to completing your project on time and within budget. Pace Design and Construction in Maryville. Give them a call at 618-407-5466, online at pacedesignconstruct.com, or on Facebook at Pace Construction Design.
Back here at Virgil Fletcher Gymnasium, I'm Todd Duke, Lauren Whitty on the other microphone as we are into a third and final set to decide who gets the right to go play at Edwardsville tomorrow. Collinsville won the first set, 25-23. Belleville East won the second set, 25-22. 22. So one of these two teams will move on into the winner's side of the bracket, while the loser will move on to the consolation bracket and receive a bye tomorrow, while the other teams battle it out. Alton at O'Fallon tonight, and East St. Louis at Belleville West. Well, I shouldn't say tonight. Everything's going on at the same time. So we'll see. Now more confusion? We're just getting started here, folks. We served last game first. I don't know
We did, yeah.
I don't know if that makes a difference or not.
No, captains come together for the third set, and they flip a coin, decide who gets a serve, who gets a receive.
Okay. So we got it figured out.
Jeez.
The final tally has Ava Pierce back to serve up the first ball of this third set. Now, this is a conference game, so do we go to 25 or are we going to 15?
We go to 15 on that third set.
Okay. Well, we still didn't get it figured out, did we?
I think we're good
Are
now.
we sure? The whistle says we're getting ready to go. Ava Pierce sends it across.
Good
We're
serve.
underway here in the third set. Over here for Durzo. Durzo, a slam into the backcourt. And the Lancers are up front 1-0. Here's Durzo serving now for the Lancers, and she does so into the net. She's done that a couple of times tonight.
We're getting lucky.
So let's just say, for conversation's sake, that the top seeds win today. That would be Belleville West and O'Fallon. That means that Alton and East St. Louis would lose and go to the losers bracket. They would play each other tomorrow in the losers bracket. Alton and East St. Louis would, and then whoever wins that game would face whoever loses this game here tonight.
Gotcha. Do we know how those games are going right now?
I couldn't tell you. I don't have a scoreboard, or I don't have enough screens up here to let me know what's going on.
Oh, I thought that touched their hands.
I
Guess
did too.
not.
Okay. 2-1 in favor of the Lancers. And the Lancers will serve. Back to handle that is Hannah Muth. Muth sends it across, and it's picked up by Pierce. She changed her mind at the last minute and did a forward instead of a... Oh, nice save by Addie Johnson, but that's going to go out of bounds. 3-1 in favor of the Lancers.
Collinsville needs to turn it around right here.
Sure do. Since you're only playing to 15, it does not take long to get there.
Not at all.
Here's another serve by Muth. It's picked up by Pierce behind Addie Johnson. She sends it over to the far side, and that's going to be out of bounds.
Dang it. They didn't get that pass there.
Yeah, you know, when and that was a hit by Sydney Summer, and she was still flat-footed.
Yeah.
So if you don't get any air, if you don't get up in the air, it's hard to get that ball down.
It's tough.
And she flat-footed, you know, put too much power in it, and Collinsville's falling apart here.
Yeah, they need to call a timeout.
Rotation going on as Emma Stouthammer will come into the game. See if she can be the plug that stops the leak. Muth sends it over, and of course you're going to check out Stouthammer right off the bat. There is a shot by Dawson, and that goes down, and Collinsville stops the bleeding. 5-2, still a 3-point lead. Stouthammer out, Dawson back in. Sydney Summer finally gets the ball in her hand, and we go back to a serve, and picked up in the middle and moved over for Augustine. And a nice pickup by Addie Johnson. Moved over for Dawson. Dawson sends it. Augustine saves it. Back in the middle for Butler. Butler sends it across. Kennedy Fisher hit it backwards, and then thankfully she hit it backwards again. And there's
good swing.
I'm telling you what, that was a
jumbly mess, but
it
hey,
was. It turned into a point. Shanuel, that girl back over there wearing the pink, she can dig some stuff out of nowhere.
She's real scrappy.
Summer sends it across low, picked up by Augustine, moved back for Cammie, and blocked out by Kennedy Fisher right into the face I believe, of the lady up front. Man, I'm telling you what, that had to hurt.
Mm-hmm. We call those facials.
Yeah, I guess. Come back to school the next day with a red face. What, too much time in the sun? No, I got hit with a volleyball.
Makes for a good story.
Collinsville's climbed back to within one. Here's Sydney Summer. Sends
Good
it over
serve.
to Augustine on the near sideline. Moved up front, back to Augustine. She
Out.
sends it out. She tried to sweep it over here to the sideline because it was kind of vacated, but she got too much on it.
That would have been a good spot if it was in, but thankfully it wasn't.
5-5 is our score. Collinsville has gotten all the way back into this one after a rough start. Here's another serve by Summer. Picked up by Augustine once again. Moved over by Mullen. Augustine has to get it over. She does so. And then it's slowed down up
Good.
front. And there you go.
Nice.
Addie Johnson sets up Kennedy Fisher, and Fisher buried it.
They need to keep running those middles. Fisher and Riri are so good. They're good at hitting those back corners.
So Collinsville erases an early 4-1 deficit and have taken a lead 6-5 here in this third and final set. Sydney Summer back to serve. Does so. Low. Picked up again by Mullen. Now Augustine out of bounds.
Nice.
Too hard. I tell you what, Abby Hanger, the coach for Collinsville, came out of her shoes on that point.
It's fun to see coaches get excited like that. I love it.
Collinsville up now 7-5. Sydney Summer, see if she can keep it up.
Good serve.
Into the backcourt again, picked up by Mullen, moved over, and a
Good.
shot across, and oh, what a save there.
Nice.
Kennedy Fisher gets it across, and then Butler tries to get it
Oh,
across,
yeah.
and a net violation against Belleville East will give Collinsville another point, and the Kahawks extend their lead to 3, 8-5. Sydney Summer continues her hot service streak here. Across it goes,
That was
and
a good
again,
serve.
picked up by Mullen over here for Augustine. Picked up by Pierce. Sent across by Scheller. Shanuel picks it up and set up for Butler. Oh, Butler kind of caught Kennedy Fisher off guard there.
I think she kind of caught the ball a little bit too.
Yeah,
Was a little behind her.
ball
but
stuck in her hands, right?
Sticky hands.
So a 2-point lead for Collinsville now, 8-6, as Brianna Osman comes in to serve. Osman delivers. Oh, miscommunication by Pierce and Summer back there. And
This game's too close to have that happen.
yeah, I mean, that ball was coming right in the middle, and that's
Yeah.
where Pierce was standing, so Summer did not need to come over. Another delivery by Osman, picked up by Fisher. Addie Johnson moves it over
Good
for
swing.
Dawson. Oh, and what a save by Scheller.
Oh.
And then,
She sure does get
Augustine.
up high, Augustine.
yes, she does.
She's got quite the hops.
She, in midair, looked down on the ground and saw that the spot was empty and just shoved it down there. 8-8. Another serve by Osman. Comes to,
Oh, nice.
whoa! That one barely got over. Shanuel to Augustine, and that one's in. I think Sydney Summer got caught flat-footed again, and she couldn't move. 9-8. Lancers retake the lead by 1. Another serve coming from Brianna Osman. She's been back there for quite the streak of her own. Picked up by Summer. Addie Johnson moves it
big
over
swing.
for Scheller. Scheller just tips it across with a fingertip. Shanuel trying to set it up, and
Out.
that's out of bounds. And Collinsville will get that point right back. We're tied at 9. Kennedy Fisher back to serve it up here for the Lady Kahawks.
Good serve.
She does so. Picked up in the back by Mullen. Now moved over here for Augustine, and that's a blistering shot right past Kennedy Fisher into that back corner. So now Augustine will go back to serve, and Durzo will come in and play up front. Dangerous combination there.
They really need to get that block up on Durzo.
Then you got Butler over on the other side. Augustine serves, got that knuckle working for her. Pierce takes care of it, though, and over to Dawson. Picked up by Shanuel again. And Augustine has to dump it across. She does so. Now Johnson sets it up for Riri Hill-Russell, and Durzo saves it.
Tip.
Back over to Butler. Now Scheller. Another setup for her from Addie Johnson. Into the back it goes, and Augustine takes care of it. Back over this way for Durzo. She punches it across, and Ava Pierce sets it up for
Good
Addie
swing.
Johnson, and Riri Hill-Russell takes care of the rest. Collinsville picks up much-needed point.
The middles are very good at hitting those 3 balls. Those are nice.
10-10 is the score. Collinsville took the first set. Lancers took the second set. Here we are in a dead-even third set. Back to serve is Mackenzie Johnson. Johnson,
Good
ooh,
serve.
just across the net. Over in front of the Lancers bench. Got to get it across. Shanuel does. And then Johnson sets it up for Johnson, who sets it up for Hill.
Nice,
Off a couple
nice,
of hands
nice.
and out. And Augustine sends it back over. Set up for Dawson.
Good swing.
Dawson sets over there. Shanuel, though, all day long.
Good
She can
block.
block that out by Riri Hill-Russell. Kahok's back up by 1. Mackenzie Johnson back to serve it up again. Back to Shanuel. Up front for Augustine, and that is off of the arms of Summer and out of bounds.
You can't swing too much when you're passing a ball like that. You just got to hold your arms there and drop that shoulder a little. Let the ball do the work.
Yes, Coach. Shanuel serves. Into the back for Pierce. Addie Johnson sends it over instead of setting it up. Trying to find the element of surprise there. Now Johnson will set it up for Dawson.
Nice.
Dawson, a block and then a hit by the same girl who blocked it. Is that allowed?
That is, yes.
Okay.
Good.
In
nice,
the back,
nice.
and Riri Hill-Russell finds the spot despite the effort by Shanuel, and Collinsville up by 1.
I love
12
seeing them
to
run
11.
those middles. They're doing so well.
Katie Dawson back to serve for Collinsville. Across the way, picked up by Augustine. Moves over here, and a kill shot that handcuffs Dawson, and we're tied at 12. Stouthammer going to come back in for Collinsville. And Dorothea Mueller will check back in for the Lancers. Lancers have serve. We're tied at 12. Into the net.
Nice, nice.
That knuckled too much.
Just a bit.
Ava Pierce coming back to serve it up here for Collinsville. Calcs need 2 points. They will move on to play Edwardsville tomorrow. Pierce sends it across.
Good serve.
Picked up by Augustine. Shoved over here for Durzo, and
Good
a nice
up, good
job
up,
by
good up.
Pierce.
Oh, no.
Oh.
Oh.
Oh, the ladies wearing purple and white stopped and stared at each other, and as they were doing that, the ball fell to the ground. 13-13. Durzo back to serve, and we know she can be dangerous.
Yes.
We also know she can hit it out of bounds.
They need to get this point here if it doesn't go out.
Knuckleball picked up by Pierce. Hustling is
hustle.
Addie Johnson. Has to send
Oh,
it
God,
over,
they
and
need to
Collinsville does so, but
communicate.
man, I tell you what, they almost flubbed that one. And that one's out of bounds. So the Kahawks did get that point right back and can now serve for the match winner. Addie Johnson, who can handle the ball quite well in the service area, back to serve it up for the Kahawks. Johnson delivers. Picked up by Mullen. Moved in front and off some hands. Collinsville has to get there. Stoutmeyer. Oh, Stouthammer did. And man, oh man, we're tied at 14. So there goes the service point, or the match point. And now Hannah Muth will go back and serve it up for the Lancers. Have to win by 2. So the next point will not win the game. Muth. Pierce. Oh.
Shoot.
Addie Johnson didn't know if that ball was going over or not, and she had to wait, and then it rolled down the net, and there wasn't anything she could do with it.
Those are tough to dig out.
Oh, so now Belleville East is playing for the win. Hannah Muth back to serve. Stouthammer to Addie Johnson. Over to Sydney Summer. Blocked out and kept alive by Belleville East. Augustine gets it across. Pierce sets it up and over for Kennedy Fisher. Saved by Belleville
Good block.
East. Back over here and a ball on the ground and a win by the Lady Lancers. And we are playing to 25?
Oh, I guess so.
Okay.
I didn't think so. My bad.
Yeah, I didn't know. Wasn't really sure how that worked. Ava Pierce. And
Good.
Fisher will send it into the Lancers bench, and the Lancers now up by 3, 17-14. Timeout called on the floor. We will step aside as well. We are back in just a moment here on the Kahok Sports Network.
Pack Mail of Collinsville, locally owned and operated by Ryan Combs. Pack Mail can ship anything, anywhere. They treat you like a neighbor because, well, you are a neighbor. Pack Mail offers shipping materials and containers, private mailboxes, as well as climate-controlled self-storage. Visit Pack Mail at 407 Beltline Road in Collinsville. Online, WeShipSt.Louis.com or call Pack Mail at 346-4884.
Back here at Virgil Fletcher Gymnasium, Todd Duke and Lauren Whitty with you are locked in a good one here. Each team has won a set. We are in the third and decisive set, and the Lancers have a 3-point lead over the Kahawks, 17-14. This has been quite the battle.
Yes, it has. We're putting up good fights on both sides.
So, service coming up for Hannah Youth and the Lancers. And it's back in the middle, and Stouthammer sends it up front for Addie Johnson, who sends it to Summer. Summer gets it across, and then Muth puts it back up. Augustine trying to touch it over. A nice touch back on the near side. And then back in the back, Stouthammer gets it up. Addie Johnson over to Summer, blocked out, saved by Fisher. Back over to Summer. Summer just punches it over with the knuckles, and not
Good
sure.
block.
There you go, blocked
Nice.
and a block into the face. And Collinsville gets one of those back, and the Kahawks now trail by 2. That was blocked right into the face of Lauren Mullen. All right, back to serve it up for Collinsville, Sydney Summer. Summer sends it over.
Good
What
serve.
a nice ace that was.
It was.
That was a dying quail, and it died right in front of Lauren Mullen. Maybe she couldn't see it because she just got hit in the face with the ball. I don't know.
Little blurry vision.
Yeah, could have that, that blue light in front of your eyes. Back to a 1-point lead for the Lancers. Sydney Summer delivers another one, and almost in the same spot. Now Augustine touches it over, and no one was over there. Summer tried to close up ground, but Dawson was well in the middle of the court. No one on that sideline. 2-point lead reinstalled for Belleville East. Back to serve is Brianna Osman. Osman delivers. What a nice save there by Sydney Summer. And a kill try picked up by Ava Pierce.
Good set.
Back over this way for Scheller. And
that
Scheller,
was a tricky set.
Sure was.
Johnson tricked me.
Addie Johnson does some amazing things on a
She
volleyball
does.
floor.
She's very good.
Everybody was expecting it to go to the far side, and she tipped it backwards to Scheller, and by the time everybody figured out what was going on, they couldn't get back over to recover. There's a big kill shot by Augustine. Cammie knows exactly where to put the ball. Back to a 2-point lead here for Belleville East. 19-17. Getting late in the game here. Augustine back to serve.
Good.
Addie Johnson sets it up for Scheller again.
Good swing.
Scheller back over to Augustine. And a setup for Durzo. Durzo gets blocked out, and that ball ends up out of bounds. Point belongs to the Lancers. And the Lancers hit that 20-point plateau first. 20-17. Ava Pierce picks up the serve, and Addie Johnson sets it up for Dawson. Down the line it goes. Augustine saves it in the back corner. And then another nice save by Pierce.
Good.
Collinsville's got to get it over, and Pierce does.
Beautiful. Good up.
Addie Johnson saves it. Over for Dawson from Summer, and into the net it goes. Never a good time for that, but especially when you're down 20-17. Now 21-17. And the Lancers. And Augustine serves up another one. Picked up by
Good
Scheller.
pass.
Addie Johnson sets it up for Hill. Hill
Nice
gets
spot.
it in the right spot. And that ball was just barely in. (21-18). Mackenzie Johnson. Back to serve for Collinsville.
Good serve.
Picked up
Beautiful.
by no one because that was an ace that was so low that the only way that was going to get across was if Shanuel just let it hit off the top of her shoelaces. 21-19, still some work to do. Johnson delivers. Picked up by Augustine. Moved over. And that's out of bounds.
No,
Collinsville
there
back
was
to
no
within
touch.
one. No. That was out. No. That was out.
Yeah, I don't agree with that call.
That was not tipped.
No, I don't think so either.
Well, what are you going to do?
Got to get this point back.
Sure do.
That's what they're going to do.
Call
or call
a timeout.
a timeout.
Call a timeout. We'll just leave it right here for this one. Man, oh man, what a thrilling set of volleyball this has been. Collinsville won the first set 25-23. Belleville East won the second set 25-22. Here we are in the third set 22-19, and this has been quite the battle.
It's a very good game.
As we mentioned, winner of this game will move on to Edwardsville. Edwardsville, they're the only team not playing tonight. They had a bye. They are the number 1 seed
What's
in
their
the tournament.
record?
7-1.
Wow.
The only loss they had, I believe, was to Belleville West, I want to say. Alton and O'Fallon are playing. They might be done. The other games might be done by now. East St. Louis at Belleville West and Alton at O'Fallon. The winners of those two games will meet tomorrow at the higher seeds home. So if the top seeds won, O'Fallon would be traveling to Belleville West. Here it is quite the battle between the 4 and 5 seeds. Collinsville the 4 seed, Belleville East the 5 seed. Delivery
Good
picked
pass.
up by Pierce.
Good choice.
And Hill
Yes.
into the back corner brings Collinsville back to within 2.
Running those middles is working so well. So well.
Katie Dawson will come back to serve it up here for Collinsville. Serve in the middle. Picked up by Augustine and pushed over here to the near side. Block, and it goes out of bounds. And Belleville East, they're complaining. And now we're going to have a talk about it. I think Belleville East is right. They have a legitimate complaint.
There was definitely a touch there. But if they give it to us, I won't complain. Yeah. That's the right call.
It is the right call. Lancers go up by 3, 23-20. But just to make sure, Katie Dawson is going to come over and talk to the head umpire. Quite the long conversation. I think we're out of appeals, though.
I think so.
Now Dawson's going to come over and relay if she can remember all that. Ooh.
They need to chill.
Yeah.
That's ridiculous.
Well, the coach is arguing her point. The fans in the stands don't need to add anything to it.
No. They need to come out swinging. Kill this ball. Beautiful.
Riri Hill-Russell gets it across, and a kill shot that goes out of bounds off of the hands of Sydney Summer. Or, excuse me, Katie Dawson. And the Lancers are 1 point away from moving on to a date with Edwardsville tomorrow. Serve. Picked up by Pierce. Johnson sets it up for
Good
Hill-Russell,
swing.
and that one goes all the way up past the scoreboard. And somehow or another, Belleville East takes the chance, and they get the victory, 25-20 on the third and final set. And Collinsville will have the day off tomorrow. I'm sure they don't want the day off tomorrow. Belleville East will live to go to the winners bracket and take on Edwardsville, while Collinsville will have to wait and see what happens tomorrow with the other seeds taking the floors in other gyms. So we shall see. That brings us into the postgame program brought to you by my good friend Dr. Chris McCluskey at Chiropractic Works in Collinsville. Dr. Chris McCluskey and his crew are focused on helping as many people as possible live high-quality lives through chiropractic care and wellness. You can visit Dr. McCluskey at Chiropractic Works in Collinsville, 410 Regency Center, just off of the Beltline Road in Collinsville. Call 343-3602 or online, chiropracticworkscollinsville.com. We will take a timeout. We'll come back and talk about this one in just a moment here on the Kahok Sports.
As the Director of Sports Medicine at Next Level Performance Institute, I oversee the care of all of our athletes, many high school, collegiate, and professional. Our goal is to help athletes stay on the field and maximize their performance. We have state-of-the-art diagnostic equipment where we can actually perform testing to get to the root cause of problems that could be getting in the way of athletic performance. When it comes to taking care of athletes, we take a full-body approach. Whether it's musculoskeletal ailments, nutritional issues, organic issues such as headaches, sinuses, digestive issues, we have advanced training to where we can remedy health issues and return that athlete to play as quickly as possible. If you or your athlete are dealing with any kind of nagging sports injury and would like to see if we can possibly help, feel free to give us a call or come by the office anytime.
Do you have a big land improvement project that requires some outside help? Call Petroff Trucking Company. The Petroff Companies have been shaping the metro area since 1975. Family owned and operated, Petroff Trucking Company can do the job and do it right. Hauling, excavating, and grading, they do that and more. Petroff Companies also has roll-off dumpster rentals. They also specialize in dirt and rock sales. Petroff Trucking Company can help you develop your land for your needs. Petroff Trucking Company. Check out their website, petrofftrucking.com, or give them a call, 618-797-6100. Petroff Trucking Company, shaping the metro area since 1975. The people of Illinois welcome you. The folks in Collinsville, Illinois, well, they want you to stick around for a while and enjoy the sights, the fun, the food, and of course, the Collinsville Kahawks. The city of Collinsville is a proud supporter of the Collinsville Unit 10 School District. So welcome to Collinsville. Come on over, catch a Kahawks game, or enjoy some of the new places to eat, shop, and have fun. There's plenty to do for the young and the young at heart. Enjoy Christmas at the Collins House during the holidays, tunes that bloom in the warm summer months, and more. There's plenty to do in Collinsville, so come on over for a bit. The folks in Collinsville would love to see you. For more information, go to www.collinsville.org.
As the Director of Sports Medicine at Next Level Performance Institute, I oversee the care of all of our athletes, many high school, collegiate, and professional. Our goal is to help athletes stay on the field and maximize their performance. We have state-of-the-art diagnostic equipment where we can actually perform testing to get to the root cause of problems that could be getting in the way of athletic performance. When it comes to taking care of athletes, we take a full-body approach. Whether it's musculoskeletal ailments, nutritional issues, organic issues such as headaches, sinuses, digestive issues, we have advanced training to where we can remedy health issues and return that athlete to play as quickly as possible. If you or your athlete are dealing with any kind of nagging sports injury and would like to see if we can possibly help, feel free to give us a call or come by the office anytime.
Welcome back into the Chiropractic Works post-game show here on the Kahok Sports Network. Collinsville drops a tough one here today. They pick up the first set win, 25-23. They drop the second set, 25-22, and then a battle in that third set as well. But Belleville East came out on top, 25-20, and the Lady Kahawks dropped to 5-6 on the year. They do not know who they play next, but it'll be the day after tomorrow. And then Saturday, Collinsville will be back here at Virgil Fletcher Gymnasium. We'll have that game for you as well as they take on Cahokia. Now, Lauren Whitty joins me now on the post-game show. And, Lauren, give me one thing you didn't like and one thing you liked about the Kahawks' performance tonight.
I could say a lot of things that I liked tonight. They played so well. They were playing very scrappy. They didn't miss many serves. They were killing the hits when they were up in front. They were just picking up every single ball in the back row. They were blocking well. They did so good. I don't know. I really can't think of a complaint, something that I didn't like.
Other than the score.
Yeah, the score. But I think actually one thing that I would want to work on if I were coach is making sure my right side and my outside, my pin blockers, they're not floating. So a lot of times if they float out, it's tough for that middle to close that block because they're just shifting instead of jumping straight up. And so it gives that gap in between the two blocks. And I noticed that a few times on the right side. But other than that, I'd say I guess that's my only complaint because everything else just looked really good. It was a very good game.
It was very entertaining.
Yes.
That is for sure. Thank you very much. You're a rock star.
Welcome. Thank you for having me.
That is Lauren Whitty. We'll maybe see you here Saturday against Cahokia. We'll find out. You'll let me know, right?
I'll let you know.
All right. Enjoy your rest of your evening, girl.
You too. Thank you.
Thank you. All right. That is Lauren Whitty. My name is Todd Duke, and that's going to do it for us here tonight. We are supposed to be over at the football stadium tomorrow for some boys soccer. It's senior night against Granite City, but we do have a threat of storms moving in sometime in the late afternoon, early evening hours. So, of course, we'll have to keep an eye on that and let you know. So, other than that, we know we have football on Friday in Waterloo, and then we know we're back here Saturday morning for JV action at 11 o'clock, and then right after that will be varsity action against Cahokia on the volleyball court. My name is Todd Duke. I'm glad you spent some of your Tuesday evening with me, and until tomorrow night, or at least Friday night, for Lauren Whitty, again, I'm Todd Duke. Everyone have a fantastic rest of your evening.